might have been me. I think about that all the time. So I've been on the edges for, ever, so... Really could have been. I think maybe that's why I look at James and I think, I'm safety to you. I'm a fucking duvet of a person. When when all this started, we joked about who would be in our car if the apocalypse came. Yeah, we is me and this girl at work, and we were laughing about it. Like, put our gloves on and our masks on and head for the countryside. You know, who has skills like survival skills and trusted and stuff. And she was ringing off the names of her friends and it being some kind of commodity to not be considered for your car because her friends are such nightmares, and she was laughing and I had to lie. So I think about Amy and James, Arlo and Pete and God, is this weird? I think about her. About Zoe.
You put a teddy bear in your window or balcony.
Who the fuck has a balcony?
So when parents take the kids.
It's creepy.
Thank you.
It's not
Like-
creep.
A kid's dead.
That's not.
Fully crushed in the road shit.
Can we not?
Is dog grooming an essential service?
In memoriam for little
Is Arlo on yet?
You're just saying that
Becky or
because
whatever.
of present company.
He's watering the garden.
Fair point.
Why do you have to make everything
Fair point.
so bleak? Maybe you should mute your mic while I'm...
Absolutely not.
Laura, what do you think of a teddy in the window?
Maddie McCann?
Oh, fuck.
The garden. At night.
The parents have the stir-crazy trapped in the
Creepy.
house.
He says,
You get one chance to take them outside, walk them.
They're not dogs.
You can spot the teddy bears. It's
Creepy.
neighbourly. I think we should.
I'm not doing that.
Maddie McCann. He says it doesn't burn off.
You're not my neighbour.
What?
The garden. At night.
Wenzy.
I'm going to start.
Does he even have...
If we don't, we could be, and this doesn't need to be.
You're the host. What do you?
I just feel like most people water any time of the day.
Right.
I wanted to, well...
Present company.
But we should wait for...
Is that a joke about...
No, he said dead kids. I didn't say.
You know I did Dad's funeral alone.
I'm
might
sorry.
have... Company then, maybe.
I know.
And then we're
I know.
each year like fucking...
You haven't actually phoned me in 8 months.
Fuck off, Pete.
It's like the gathering is honestly the only thing.
If I could have worked, it was...
The gathering. The gathering. Do we still?
Yeah. And the only reason you...
Do you even know how this year...
That's it every time. But come April...
Got divorced this year, as if anyone asked.
This is important, though.
Our lives are important. Christ, no one's life's more important than yours.
You know, no one actually put you in charge of this.
But I said fuck off, Pete!
So now, okay, I downloaded this fucking... Like, what do you want?
Arlo's typing. I've got the dots.
Obviously, this year, it's different.
I've honestly never heard us call it the gathering.
Well, obviously, this year, we're not doing it, James. So...
That's what I wanted to...
I also had knee surgery, if anyone
Am I the fucking knobby who thought you might want to actually catch up or something?
I can do better. I know, but
But you know what he wants to talk about, Pete.
Honestly, it's like the clock's going back.
Anyone?
Every year.
Yes. Every year because
I send text into nothing, James.
promise means
It's Arlo fucking...
we made our promise.
Maybe this is the time to let it go.
And now it matters more than... No, we're not letting anything go.
You never send me texts, Amy.
I agree. This year is a sign.
The gathering. Really?
That's what I wanted. Next year will be, and with what's happening.
With what's happening, we should call this.
You think I ever thought we'd keep this up this long?
I want to still do it.
James, stop.
We break the lockdown. No lockdown. It's been... I want us to.
Has he text?
Right, we meet, we do the fire, everything, as normal.
You mean to tell me it's been 14 years and you cunts have been calling it the gathering this whole fucking time?
Like I'm not supposed to, or it won't go. I can never, and they can never, and all I hear is her laughing. And shouldn't I be allowed to leave this permission? Maybe. Ugh. I don't know why I'm crying again. Sorry. My drinking is oh, shit. I mean, there's things that happen when you're a kid, and it actually colours everything you are. And we weren't ready to hold all of that. But we were so cruel. And I was so cruel. And the truth is, we didn't even really know her. She was just an outlet. This thing, an excuse for... And why is that in us? We couldn't have been a group without... I think we would have had nothing without her. And that's still true. So now, she's lodged in here, and here, and here, and here, forever. Oh, I'd do anything to be a kid again. Actually, no, fuck no. Not a kid. I don't know, maybe nothing? I can hear her laughing from when I pretended to be her friend. And I think she just sounded so happy because no one else spoke to her. And I hold this the most because sorry.
And I don't know why, but I'm describing her as if she's an adult now and as if she's just some friend of mine, and I'm sort of fake laughing along with this girl at work, talking about Zoe as if I have a right to do that. And honestly, I'm glad. I'm glad we're in isolation now because I don't have to fake fucking chats with people from work because Because I don't realise it, but I'm saying Zoe is in my car and I'm crying. And this girl at work is saying, "Yeah, calm down. God, it's just a joke thing. Wish she never brought it up now." And I'm still putting on this laugh, and I must look like a fucking nut because I'm just crying. I'm sick. It's a shitty death of people talking like the world is ending. Because my world ended ages ago. Like, just give me this disease, please. At least then the wait would be over. Right to do that.
I want to still do it.
Sorry.
You look like shit.
I know this, so can we not?
If I don't say it, then
I'm sorry I missed the cool thing. I think maybe I just couldn't.
he wants us to still do it.
We're in lockdown.
It's only 2 days away.
There's police.
There's riots and fires. He doesn't care.
I wish I could hold you.
You need to phone him.
What did Pete say?
They like to make out James's, but you know, they'll do anything he says.
They're fining people if you're found in a group.
It's just 5 of us.
So you're considering it?
14 years.
Fuck! Just like what, James? 14 years, yes. And when can we stop? When can we just let it... The world's ending and he still can't.
The world's not ending, Arlo. This disease.
We're a disease.
She fell.
We pushed.
The 4 of us are going to meet, and you have to think about whether you're willing to do that.
I smashed a girl's teeth in with a rock, Amy. And despite our best efforts the last 14 years, chanting her name around a fucking bonfire ain't going to change a single thing.
Zoe and...
Who do you think you are? Oh my God, look at your face!
No one
Thinking about what? But if we all talk
For once, Laura.
at the same time, then
I'm in my house alone and you still find ways to shout at me.
She fucks couples now.
who does?
Laura,
Fuck up, Pete.
Some ideas of your own for once.
since the divorce.
Oh God, where the fuck is Arlo?
When do I shout at you?
Why do you know this information?
I can't tell if you're my friend or my fucking mother.
Found her on Thrinder.
Honestly, Pete, fuck up.
You're choosing to now bring this up.
Fuck is Thrinder?
It's Tinder for threesomes.
I'm just saying,
Yeah, you're always saying.
it's hard to come to some sort of consensus when you change with the wind, like any time anyone said anything else.
And you're on it.
Do you ever stop to fucking think, Amy? Am I still talking? And does my audience care?
Me and Kat, we're into it.
Have you spoken to Arlo?
You know I have.
Right. So he answers your calls.
He isn't coming.
He said that.
We're in isolation, James. It's irresponsible.
He told you that.
I text him like 8 times.
That's him to a T.
But give him a fucking...
Oh, stand up for him.
Does anyone wonder why we all end up talking about Arlo?
I think we go ahead.
Perhaps because he feels it more, Pete. Because he actually did something rather than standing by and watching.
Amy.
Are you attacking me for not killing a person?
No one is doing that.
I just think perhaps you've always been a shriveled little prick, and remembering that some of us might have been scarred by the act rather than just the event.
Perhaps we
It's
should
how
use
you
the
remember
hands-up
it.
option.
I seem to remember you hysterical and pissing yourself and wanting your dad. I don't remember you engaging in much of the act.
That is accurate.
I'm just relaying what Arlo...
Fuck Arlo! He waters his garden at night because he's a fucking alcoholic!
Well, I'm glad he's called it. Because I'm not coming either.
Now she finds conviction.
I think we leave it all here. This year it's done.
Do you ever think about her?
What kind of fucking question is that, James?
All the time.
We're not going to see each other again, are we? Are we?
They're extending the lockdown by another month. Perhaps we
Yeah.
keep to ourselves. Ride this out.
Laura!
I'll text you.
So,
We did something. We can't change that, but James, fuck, we need to.
is the world ending?
No. I'm going to sign off.
Amy,
James.
will you tell me one thing?
It's funny.
Our lives are important.
She just seems so... Right before we... I think she knew what love was. For a minute. Even if it was just an act. So even though she would have known that feeling. Laughing. So we took her. But we also showed her. We gave her love for a minute.
Promise means.
I think about that all the time.
She just seems so...
It's funny. I don't like it. I don't like it. How do we watch it? Later. I don't know. A dancer? No. Probably like a doctor. I know it's hard, but then you get to save people. People need you and thank you and give you chocolates. When's the others coming? I've never been out here before. Why here? Yeah. Okay. Are you gonna hold my hand? What's wrong with being a doctor? People get sick and then you cure them. You cure them and it's all good. Who wouldn't want that? You never be alone. You'll always be needed. When's the others coming? I don't like being alone. But I have you now. Do you want to pretend to be doctors? I'll cure you. I'll cure you and it will all be good.